Hi everyone, I'm Sandy, and today I have kind of a fun short video for you, which is going to be my official announcement for my book club pick for March to celebrate March of the Mammoths. And it took me a little bit to kind of announce it only because I was wanting to coordinate it with a couple of other booktubers who will also be reading this book starting in March. And so the book, if you've been on my Discord server, this will not be a surprise because I've had it out there ever since I started my Discord. But the book is War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy. Yeah, this is for March of the Mammoths, which you can see this is a mammoth. The other two booktubers that will be hosting a read along are the Codex Cantina and Hannah from Hannah's Books. They will be doing a 3-month read along, I believe, of this book, and I might join for some live shows. I'm very excited to see how that goes with them, but they will also have a Discord. I will link both of their channels linked in my description for you so you can go and check out them as well. But War and Peace for March of the Mammoths. Oh man, this book, this version I am holding up here is about 1,200 pages or so. There's some appendix and notes and things in here, quite a bit of notes actually in this particular one. This version I love because it's nice and floppy, very floppy version, but it's translated by Richard Pevier and Larissa Volokhonsky. I don't know anything about this particular translation. Whether it's good, bad, indifferent. I'm not really sure, but I love how floppy this is. It's a really nice, easy book to read from a just holding perspective. In order to read this in a given month, you would have to read about 40 pages per day. It is separated into 4 volumes and 1 epilogue, and so it would be right about a volume a week. And that's a lot. It's a lot to try and get through in this particular book. The last time I tried to read a book about this big, well, it wasn't even this big, it was smaller than this, which was Bleak House. It took me about 5 weeks to read. I'm guessing that this is probably going to take me about 6 to get through, but I'll start it in March and we'll see how it goes. I think I'm going to set up in the Discord too some different sections for each of the volumes so people can comment on each of the volumes as we go through. But War and Peace, for me, this is the most intimidating book on the 1001 book list. It's one that I have never even begun to pick up because I'm just scared of this book. So I'm looking for all of you to help me get through this and join the book club or join one of the read-alongs. Really, you can read it at pretty much whatever pace you want. I think that I'll have things separated out so you can comment as you go, and I'm really looking forward to it, though I'm somewhat terrified of it. So the back of this one, if you're not familiar with War and Peace, I'm only familiar with it because of how big it is and how intimidating it is. It just says War and Peace broadly focuses on Napoleon's invasion of Russia in 1812 and follows 3 of the most well-known characters in literature. Pierre Bezukhov, ooh, I can already tell the names are going to be a problem for me. The illegitimate son of a count who's fighting for his inheritance and yearning for spiritual fulfillment. Prince Andrei Bolkonsky, who leaves his family behind to fight the war against Napoleon, and Natasha Rostov, the beautiful young daughter of a nobleman who intrigues both men. As Napoleon's army invades, Tolstoy brilliantly follows characters from diverse backgrounds, peasants and nobility, soldiers and civilians, as they struggle with the problems unique to their era, their history, and their culture. And as the novel progresses, these characters transcend their specificity, becoming some of the most moving and human figures in world literature. Cool. I mean, love the description. Concerned about the number of characters. There are a lot in this book. I do also have an ebook of this, and I'll unplug my iPad, but it has 7% charge on it right now. And this one is this version, which has a fairly apparently much older translation. It was translated by Louise and Almer Maude in 1922 and 1923. So that one depends on kind of what medium I can read it in, how much time I have. I also do like to have a immersive kind of experience sometimes, and Audible does have an included version of War and Peace that is translated by Louise and Elmer Maud. So I don't know yet what version I'm gonna read. I have a bunch of different options here. I also have this one, which is my really pretty, beautiful copy of War and Peace. What's interesting about this one is in the beginning, there is no translator. So I don't know. It says it was printed in 2019, and they tell me nothing about the translator. So I don't know. The other thing is the font in this one. Ooh, it is tiny, tiny, tiny. Yeah, that would be really hard to read this. I'll have to do some research and see if I can figure out who their translator is, but still look at how pretty these end papers are. Oh, such a pretty book. But so I have this one as well, and we'll see kind of how it goes. If I don't like a translation, sorry about that. If I don't like a translation, I certainly can switch it around. Yeah, this one has a lot of notes and things on it, which is kind of why I'm liking it. But I've heard there's a couple other translations that are really good. So we'll see. We'll see which one. But official announcement, War and Peace. Go check out Codex Cantina and Hannah from Hannah's Books channel, as well as they will be hosting a 3-month read-along. I'll leave the link to my Discord where you can go and join the conversation. And hopefully we can tackle War and Peace together coming up. I'm excited. We'll say I'm excited. Sure. Why not? As always, like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, everyone. Thanks. Bye.